Hello, beautifuls. Smoking this room up, listening to some good vibe music. I got the power. You can't feel negative and hear this song. Sorry. It's true, you can't. That's like going to the beach and being miserable. Just waiting on more viewers. Hi, Shan. Hi, Jonathan, William, and Christy. That's all I see here. And Charles. Hello, hello, hello. Here you go. Look at that. It looks purple, right? Actually, I worked with the Violet Flame today, so I've actually been in a pretty good mood. So it wouldn't surprise me that it's actually illuminating purple right now. Here, let me lower this before I lose my train of thought with my ADHD ass. I like this song too. This brings out my high school white girl. Hello. So today I've been kind of observing, and you know how when you have a certain topic in your mind all day, you think about different directions to think about that certain topic and things like that. And today I wanted to talk about letting go. Letting go and embracing change. Like all types of change. Even the bullshit change. We got to. What else can you do? It's kind of like dwelling over things you cannot change. Like, you can't change if it decides to rain. You know, you can't, there's certain things that you don't have control over. And I feel like it's kind of making no sense to mope with things that you can't change. Because no matter how much you mope, it's still changed. And it's still going to do what it's going to do. While you're stuck in that emotion still. So change, good or bad, is good for you. Okay? Letting go. Letting go. Not just of situations or material things, but we need to also learn to let go of people. Let go of past trauma. Let go of past hurts, past angers. You know how many people in this world hold grudges over stupid stuff? And they literally will go years and years of not talking to each other due to pride because of a disagreement or not letting go of the drama to begin with. Like, it's really weird. It is the weirdest thing ever. Okay? Because after a while, it's kind of like letting go. I feel like it's used in good and bad ways. For example, in a good way, and it's not really a good way, but it's just how we are as a human species. But it's like, you know when you really want something and you finally get it and you love it for like a good month or two and then you're tired of it and then you just don't treat it the same way you did, or you're just not as appreciative as it, or it's always pushed to the side or things like that. We naturally let go of shit in a good and bad way. We've all been through breakups. We've all been through disappointments with people. We've all been through situations that are no longer existing in our life. They're the past. So we automatically learn to let go. Even if we don't want to, we let go. Okay, if somebody doesn't want to be with you, you're miserable, you're crying for like a good maybe month, 2 months, 3 months. But in a year, you're going to have mad people after you, and you're going to have to decide between two people. When you were just chasing one and seeming desperate to this person, when you finally let go, there's even bigger things awaiting on the other end of that. Okay? Because I'm going to be honest, letting go is not an easy process. It's hard. But I feel like when you finally do learn to let go, the universe does give you the reward. It's like, here you go. You've learned to grow up and get over it. Here you go. Here's a blessing. And then after the blessing is another challenge that you would have to learn to let go. Okay? It's just how it is. Time does help letting go. Time does heal wounds. Things like that. So I feel like Patience also has a very important role in it, and realizing that things always pass, not like basically nothing lasts forever, good or bad. It helps the process of letting go also. It's going in and out because of a storm. We have rain. But why is it such a big deal to fight over an item or something that is no longer important to that person? You know, things like that. Like, I can understand certain situations. For example, if your friend starts messing with your boyfriend or something like that, that's a little bit harder to let go. But time helps you let that shit go. Okay? And when you give yourself time to heal and reevaluate the situation and all of that, then you make smarter decisions about shit. Okay? You think about it and you're like, well, damn. How can you love me and my best friend? Apparently you don't love me, so I gotta let you go. And that's a decision you make. And then you do the same thing with your friend. And then, yeah, it's going to hurt. Decisions hurt. Some decisions we're forced to make because it's just life. It's the 3D plane. It's survival. It's how it has to be. Our choices are not they're not limitless in this 3D plane. Our choices are very limited. You know what I mean? It's either you like this color or you like this color. You are a pro-politician or you're not pro-politician, or, you know, you like, you're, you know, anti-law enforcement or you are law enforcement, or, you know, things like that. There's not really major choices in this world. It's either you are or you aren't, you like this or you don't like this, and things like that. But at the same time, no matter how limited your freedom is, you still have the right to know what you want to put up with. No matter what it is. If the person or the situation is constantly dragging you down, making you doubt yourself, things like that, you have to learn to snip it. You have to learn to let it go. Sometimes it hurts holding things tighter than it does letting it go. It's like relief to that pain. You know what I mean? Because sometimes us holding on to shit causes more pain. It truly does. For example, if you're holding on to a person that you know is always going to do the same shit to you, always disappoint you, always lie, always hang out, always, you know, cheat, always whatever, and you're still holding on instead of letting go, then you're doing the self-destructing. You can't blame nobody else but yourself for that. Because nobody decides to stay with a person like that but you. So, of course, you're going to have to deal with all of the chaos and the negative vibrations that come with that decision. Once you learn to snip that rope, that freaking attachment, all of that stuff, it's an easier process to learn to let go. And not just let go, but it's an easier process to accept change. It is. Because you start to realize that the changes are your growth. They are your transitions, no matter what they are. If all of a sudden you're going from a mansion to a 1-bedroom apartment, yeah, it sucks. You don't have the, you know, all the room you've had, all of this. But maybe, just maybe, the universe did that so you can learn to appreciate what's really important. There's always a reason why everything happens. There's always a reason. Maybe you don't know that reason. Maybe there's multiple reasons why it happened. Sometimes when something happens to us, we come up with more than one option on why it happened. But it happens. Change always happens. We change. We don't stay babies forever. You know, we don't stay liking the same shit we liked when we were 12 or 15 or, you know, things like that. You're always going to evolve. You're always going to shed off that old skin. You're like a snake. You're like a snake. You shed that old skin off and you embrace those new motherfucking scales that are glistening in the sun fabulously. That's all you can do. Okay? A lot of things change in our lives. Okay? For example, I'm going to use myself as an example because it's all I can really do. I used to have buck teeth. I was a bunny rabbit. Okay? Everything was teeth. Like, there was literally, I had buck teeth. Like, they would stick out on the bottom of my lip. I was Bugs Bunny's side chick. Okay? That's how bad they were. Alright? I would smile, they would show. I would chew, they would show. I would just close my lips, and they would show on my lips. So, I have decided to do make the wrong decision in things growing up, and I lost them. But at the same time, I feel like out of that decision of experimenting and doing things like that and me losing them, I learned a lot of shit. I sacrificed my smile for my education on drug use and, things like that. So yeah, I might have lost the bunny teeth, but I can tell my kids how this, and this affects you, how it harms you, how it makes you feel this way. If they decide one day to experiment behind my back and come home and I know how their eyes are dilated or how they're behaving, I already know what they're on. So in a way, there is a blessing to the consequences as well, to bad choices we're making. Those are also changes. Okay? At first, I couldn't accept what happened to my mouth. I couldn't accept this. I'm 29. I'm way too young for this bullshit, okay? And now I feel like, what else can I do than just embrace it? I can't change it. Unless I got 87 G's for implants, okay, that's a different story, but I don't. Because I got 3 kids to feed, bills to pay, debts to pay, all of this crap. So I live with it. And once you learn to live with it and just learn to embrace the change, trust me, you can make the worst situation and make it fabulous. It all depends on your determination and how you actually want to change the vibes and be positive about it. Like I always say, every negative has a positive and every positive has a negative. It all depends on how you want to see it. So, all I'm trying to say is, we all go through shit. We all got a story. Okay, we all got wounds and scars from our stories. But at the same time, we're still here. We still wake up in the morning. We still feed our babies. We still go to work. We still have a job that pays us. We still are able to experience new trends and how people are ascending and what's new in our world and what are scientists discovering in our universe and, things like that. That's a blessing. You could be stuck in the spirit world trying to catch people's attention and nobody can hear you. So you always got to remember, to every struggle, there's a blessing or something to be thankful for. No matter what it is. If your man's cheating on you, okay, people can't find the positive in that. But I can. Oh yeah, he's cheating on you? That means you're way too good for him. Okay, he had to find somebody on his shitty level. So you gotta see it. You always gotta see everything in a way where you're being an optimist, even with the change. Because like I tell you, your universe is like your mother. Think of it like that. Okay? Your mother's not gonna constantly hand you shit and do everything for you in life. No. Sometimes they'll throw a damn challenge in there or a test or say, yeah, you can do this just to see if you'll make the right decision. And when you make the wrong decision, you get your ass whooped. And your ass whooping from the universe is karma. It's true. Karma is the universe's daughter. Okay? And all she gotta do is sick it on him like a pit bull. Oh yeah? This person did this to this person. Go do your thing. And I'm not talking that in a general term because karma, universe, they're just energy. They're not beings. But I do sense that the universe is female. And the only reason why I sense that is because Goddess Andromeda is the goddess of the universe. And she is a goddess. So I always say the universe is a female. Okay? It could be whatever you believe it to be. I believe it's Andromeda because that is the closest galaxy besides Siri also. But that's the one that basically is next to Gaia. And they basically communicate with each other. That's the closest galaxy to us. So, to me, the universe is a female. But all I'm trying to say is, everything happens for a reason. And if you're the type to beat yourself up for every failure, you're always going to fail. Because you're just being stuck in it. You're being stuck in that quicksand feeling instead of just letting it pass and move forward. Those type of people that want to talk always about the damn problem, but never talk about the fucking solution. Don't be one of those people. Okay? Okay, something happened. Your pipes bursted. Instead of moping and sitting in the water and letting it flood up and crying, you're going to get right into, okay, let's get a plumber. Let's do this. Let's tape it shut. You get into solution mode. It should be that way with everything. It should be that way with everything. Because beating yourself up, being stuck in your emotions. I'm not saying you're not allowed to feel. Feeling is important. Like I said, it's also what makes the world go round. But don't stay comfortable in those feelings. Don't keep them there too long. You know what I mean? Think of your feelings like the opposite sex, okay? If, for example, you're feeling mad, right? And you stay mad, it's like a bad experience. Like, you just bring yourself more and more down that quicksand, okay? And that's just something nobody wants to feel. Nobody wants to feel hopeless, worthless, faithless, all this bullshit. Nobody wants to feel it, okay? Dry throat, drinking Dr. Peppers. But all I'm saying is everything goes in a cycle. Nothing stays still. You can't pause the universe. You can't pause karma. You can't pause situations. You can't pause when you're supposed to make certain decisions. It's just something you have to do. If you suck, for example, if you suck at work, find a better job. Maybe that's not your talent. Maybe your talent lies somewhere else. It's okay to change things. The problem is so many people are afraid of change. People are literally staying in abusive relationships because they're afraid to start over again in the dating scene. Things like that. Even little things like that will keep you stuck in your own misery. You are always going to wonder, how come it never gives you a break? Why is it always challenge after challenge after challenge after challenge? When in all reality, it's not. It just wants you to be grateful. Why do you think the people that mostly have nothing are the most grateful and the most giving? Why? Because they know what it feels like. They know exactly what it feels like, and they don't want other people feeling what they're feeling. And usually giving is bringing back that good karma that you're needing. So if people hurt you, let them the fuck go. If people break up with you, realize that they are dumb or blind and don't know what they got in front of them, and you're worth more than what they ever could afford, and move forward. You have to have that goddess mentality. You have to have that God mentality. Oh, you don't want me? That's your loss, not mine. And keep moving forward. Because if you're like, oh my God, he don't want me, I wouldn't want you either if you're gonna be a hot mess like this all the time. Mascara running, you look like Gene Simmons, all in a dark room smelling like pepper spray because you haven't showered in days. No, nobody's worth that. Nobody's worth that. The only people worth that type of attention is your kids. That's it. Nobody else. You can love people. You can love your spouse. You can be hurt when they leave. But they don't create you. They're not the completion of you. You're the completion of yourself. It's just a blessing to have another person there for company. You don't need them. We also need to stop depending on our spouses or other people to take care of us. Like I said, we are gods and goddesses. We should be able to take care of our damn self. And a lot of us have warrior in us too. You can't be a warrior hiding behind another warrior. No, when it's battle, you gotta go in the front line and fight for what you believe in and fight for what you deserve. You gotta do what you gotta do for your happiness. And sometimes you're gonna have to drop people. Sometimes people are gonna drop you, but that's okay. Cause they're trying to find their happiness just like you. And you gotta remember that shit. If you don't make them happy, what do you want them to do? Stay stuck with you? Would you stay stuck if you weren't happy? That's where that empathy shit needs to come in, and that whole reversal. What is it? Reverse psychology shit has to come in. So yes, it's going to hurt. Yes, it's going to suck monkey nuts. But it's going to pass. It's going to pass. You're going to get over the troubles. They don't last forever. Nothing lasts forever. Okay? Even your life don't last for damn ever. No matter how many times you reincarnate, you still got a ticking time bomb that stops when you die. And then when you start your new life, that's just a whole new clock. That's not like a continuation of anything. Let me tell you. But you still pay the damn karmic debt of your past life. It don't make sense. It's not supposed to. Life is not supposed to make sense. You're supposed to just ride those bitch waves, smooth sailing and gracefully. Okay? Everybody's life is custom made. And I'm gonna be honest, you wouldn't have these challenges coming to you if you couldn't handle them. Trust me. Some of y'all going through harder shit I've never been through. You're stronger than me because that's your challenge. Okay? My challenge. Maybe somebody's never had it that hard like I have it. That's my challenge. You know what I mean? We all have a custom-made challenge because we can handle that challenge. But a lot of times we get stuck in the emotion that we forget it's a challenge. And we forget our reaction is our final score of our test. How you react is what's going to be your final grade. Think of your challenges from the universe as an exam. And if you're marked wrong or right in certain things in your exam, it's how you're reacting, how you are speaking, how you are treating another during that challenge. It's a lot of those things. It's all reaction. That's the main point. Reaction is your final score of the Universal Challenge exam. Trust me, when you start to think that way, things pass faster. Bullshit pass faster, drama pass faster. And people, I'm gonna be honest, when you start to live in your own humble life and learning that everything passes and you have to learn to let go of shit you can't control, focus on the shit you can change. Because a lot of times we get stuck on shit we can't change that we neglect the shit that needs change. Don't do that. Don't set yourself up for failure like that. You can't do that. So if you can't change it, move forward. Let it go, move forward, and focus on what you can change. That's all. That's the best thing you can do to continue to survive in this 3D plane. Okay? So if it's a relationship, a job, anything like that, learn to let go. Let it go. Let go of the past hurt. It ain't what you are no more. If it was molestation as a kid, you're not that kid no more. Now, why don't you fight for those kids that are going through it right now? Make a difference. Turn it to a positive. You know what I mean? Things like that. That's the only thing you can do is turn things into a positive to make the world a better place for those that might be going through the same thing you went through. That's all I need to say to you guys. Learn to let shit go. Learn to let people go. Learn to let situations go. Learn to let petty arguments go. The fuck you mad at? Like, are you that mad for real? Some people are just grouchy because they need to get laid. Or they need a vacation or a break from a hard life. Or something like that. Just remember that. They're people too. They have emotions too. If someone's being a dick, you could be like, damn, you're being a dick, and walk away. But don't start a whole argument. Now y'all squaring up outside. Now somebody's wig got snatched. All of that for what? For what? It ain't worth it. You gotta remember, you're human too. There's days where you'll have a bad day at work and you'll take it out on the wrong people. That's okay. You're human. But recognize you do it and change it. If you're yelling at someone who didn't even piss you off because they weren't there at work with you and you hear yourself, just be like, I'm sorry. I just had a bad day today. I need 5 minutes to myself. And then go take your chill pill and come back and talk to them with respect. That's all. Let shit go. Let your past go. Let your childhood go. Let the abuse go. Like, what is it benefiting you holding on to it? Give me some pros about holding on to bullshit or holding on to grudges. I'll wait. Go ahead, give me some pros. Nothing. Let it change you. It will change you. Trauma, hurt, whatever, it'll change you. Now you'll be more slick about who you trust. You'll keep your eyes open, your senses heightened. That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. You learned your lesson. Every challenge is a lesson. And you learn. And it's to better you. Always. No matter what. I don't care if you become homeless, you lost your job, your wife left you. It's for a reason. You're supposed to start all over again. Yes, it hurts. You built this. You invested time in this family. All of this stuff. Yes, it sucks. But you never know if all of that is happening so that you can become the successful author you want to be or the successful professor you want to be. And now you got the time to focus on it. You know, we have to see that. We always have to see the subliminals that the universe is handing our way. If we always see it just how it is or like how it's presented to us, then we're never going to truly understand the deeper message behind it. And we're always going to be miserable or stressed out or getting bald spots or getting freaking crow's feet wrinkles or some shit like that. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Sometimes you just need to learn to remind yourself of what's important. Remind yourself on a daily basis what's important. That everything is energy. What is worth your energy? What is not worth your energy? If things happen and it's a lot of times we get surprised by challenges or situations. We don't expect them. It's like a low blow, you know? But you could get shocked. You know, you can get shocked. But after you get shocked, start that thinking process in your 5D consciousness. How would you handle this in your 5D consciousness? You know? It's not even like, what would your higher self do in that situation? That's what you need to think. I know a lot of people have that what would Jesus do thing. You can use that too. But for those that are past that frequency and more evolved in energy and truth, you can basically say, what would your higher self do? Channel your higher self during a situation. If somebody's coming at your face, your higher self is not going to let a human do that. And I'm not saying, you're going to get ratchet or nothing all of a sudden. You're just going to see them as nothing but a human. And you know exactly what you are because you're channeling your higher self. And you can literally make someone feel stupid by their behavior by being calm about it. It does piss them off more. I must admit that. But still, it makes you look like the mature one. It does. If someone's like, oh, you're a fucking bitch, I want to fight you and all that, and you're like, oh, you look 12 right now, you know that? You're acting like a child. And I'm a bitch? Thank you. Thank you so much. But you're the one acting like the bitch. Look at me, all calm. It pisses them off. And you're still being zen, and you're still being humble, and you're still handling it gracefully. Okay? Being graceful when people are being ratchet pisses off the ratchet more. Because they're trying to make you come out your character. They want to be proven right, and they want to show people that they're right about you. So they want to keep getting you into that level where you snap. Get into that 5D consciousness. What would your higher self do? Think about it. I don't think it's going to go, all right, let's go outside. Let me, snatch your wig, mess up your makeup. I don't know, rip a titty. It ain't going to do that. That ain't your higher self. That ain't your higher self. That's your human self. Okay? I'm going to be honest. Living spiritual is like living with multiple personality disorder. We got mad attachments, mad channeling. We got mad energies that represent our personality. I got a demon, a fallen angel demon, and then I got light. Well, the thing with me is, mine represents both. But like what I'm trying to say is we have attachments. We have alter egos, and the one that represents our warrior and our goddess side and our sensitive side. And we have that, and we have to learn to use that in all situations in life. All situations, all people. Like, if someone is trying to act egotistical or, anything like that, take out your goddess side. Make them feel the reality that they're just as big into the universe. Because some people think they're bigger than the universe, and really you're like as small as an ant when it comes to your universe. Even smaller. Okay? You're like those parasites that you can't see with your own eyes. You need a microscope. That's how tiny we are in this universe. Okay? So sometimes people need that little reality check. And do it gracefully. Educate people while they're being, ignorant. Educate people, and they're going to start to get upset. Don't get upset with them because they're getting upset with you. You got to see it like that. When people act a certain way, it's their problem, not yours. You're the one just expressing, educating, speaking. If they got a problem with what you're saying, that's not your problem. That's their problem because they're the one with the problem. So don't pay attention to it. Let shit go. Choose your battles wisely. Okay? Let shit go and embrace the changes. Because like I said, if you can't embrace the change that is happening at this moment, look at your life last year. Look at your life the year before that. And see how different you are. See your living status, how different it is. The people you're dating or the people you're with now. See the difference. You'll appreciate shit more, trust me. Okay? Well, I am going to wash all of this beautiful makeup off and do some stretching because my back is killing me. I feel like those withdrawal epidurals, those terrible flashback memories of epidurals. I'm getting that type of pain right now, so I'm going to do some stretching. But just let go. Let go and embrace the change because the change is what's showing evidence of your growth. Okay? You need evidence. Evidence is everything in life. And trust me, challenges are, like I said in the beginning, challenges are the exam. Your reaction is your main score. Your final score. So remember that, okay? Love y'all. Stay awesome. Stay woke. Wake up another being. A lot of them need it, okay? Let's try to get rid of that whole sheep mentality thing. And let's set our people free. So share this video, save it, share it to a friend who needs it, something. Spread the word. And yeah, just stay awesome. That's all I'm saying. Don't let nothing affect you. Don't let challenges affect you. Don't let people affect you. Don't let situations affect you. They're temporary. Okay? So once you learn how to do that, trust me, life is much, much easier. And we can all go with a little bit of easy in our lives, okay? Make those smart decisions for your 5D self. Think with your 5D self when you are stuck in situations that are physical. All right? I love y'all. One love.